If you were to ask someone who I was, you would get a bag filled with mixed responses. Some may have answers that overlap and others may seem to be completely different. Well, I am here in the flesh to clarify who I am. My name is Anastasia Fan, but many people refer to me as Asia. I am 18 years old and I am a Filipino-Vietnamese girl. I am born and raised here in Baldwin Park and was raised by my mother's side of the family. Everything interests me, but the ones that tickle my fancy are writing, reading, and embroidering. I love music and rom-coms, especially the Filipino ones. My family gives me unconditional love and support. We live in a small house in between Tracy Elementary and the high school, so it's a win-win for my youngest sister and I that our schools aren't far apart. My family has taught me how to love unconditionally and support each other. When we lost our home in 2012, it brought us even closer together. Luckily, we're all still together. My mom is my number one supporter and never fails to provide. She is the best mom anyone can ask for. Now, you may be wondering, what is my research paper topic? Well, lucky for you, I am here to explain it. For my research paper, I chose to write about multilingualism and how knowing more than one language has more benefits than just knowing one. The benefits of being a linguist are more job opportunities, delaying the effects of Alzheimer's, improving one's working memory, and good exposure for children. Although one can argue that one language is all anyone needs to know, just because there are several universal languages. For example, the languages are English, Chinese, and more. But I have solutions to these. These solutions include exposing them to more international students, holding more multicultural events, as well as integrating foreign language classes to the curriculum. To conclude, I believe that multilingualism is beneficial to everyone. In the world, we have an abundance of languages and dialects from all around the world. Different countries have different languages, even the cities within them have their own dialect. And although food plays a major part in telling us how a culture is, language is also a main contributor. The art of speaking different languages not only propels us to become more well-rounded, but it brings us closer to humans. On this earth, we've developed a couple universal languages that could be taught to everyone and dominate other tongues of speech. If we taught everyone to speak just one language, a part of our culture from where we came from would die, a major one at that. So, teach kids in school or at home another language. It not only brings them closer to their heritage, but it can also make them citizens of the world. It also wouldn't hurt them, so don't worry about that. All in all, I am passionate about a lot of things, but the most prominent one is writing. I first became interested in writing when I began to like the boy band One Direction. I would read a lot of fan fiction, which is basically fictional stories about them, but in different scenarios. I actually started writing when I was 12. I created my own and haven't stopped, especially for 5 Seconds of Summer in One Direction. This sudden hobby became more than just fun for me. It was something I had to keep doing, not only because I had so many ideas, but because I felt the need to just write. It changed my life because writing is something that prominently describes me as a person. I can't see myself being anything else but a writer. I would like to continue this passion by publishing my own books in the real world with a publisher and see my books on the shelves of Barnes & Noble. In high school, I have been through so many ups and downs. One of the best times in high school was sophomore year when I met my best friend Jessica. We were friends, but when we went to Raging Waters together on one Monday, our friendship solidified and we've been doing everything together ever since. For example, we went to K-Con together and saw Jay Park in concert and just have done many more things. People sometimes even think we're sisters. A lot of teachers have inspired me too, but Mr. Meyer truly inspired me the most. He gave me hope and filled my heart and mind with joy at the endless possibilities I have, and he encouraged me to do the best I can and had faith in me. There's nothing in my life that I would change, even though there were moments I was truly embarrassing. But looking back, I know that I am prepared for the next book of my life. Now, I think we're all wondering, What's the next book that she's talking about? Well, I think I have the answer to that. I have been weighing out a lot of my options on what I should do after I leave high school, and I have finally decided. I plan on attending Cal State Fullerton and hopefully transferring out to a four-year college, specifically UC Irvine. I plan on majoring in psychology while I go to school as well. I also want to become a therapist after college so I can be an outlet for students and people here in Baldwin Park. I would love to help people take care of their mental health and destigmatize therapy and other things that would go hand in hand with mental health, so we can all help each other and talk comfortably about it when times get rough. Another thing that I have in mind for my future is publishing books, so hopefully I can achieve that dream of mine. So, this is probably a good time to stop that. I hope my plan after high school is adventurous and fun and was as great as high school was. Thank you for watching and listening.